You know, normally in situations like these, I don't find myself making videos about these pieces of news, right? Like, they're just extra pieces and tidbits of organizations that are getting added on, but for the Montreal Canadiens, I really do like this move. The Habs have hired today Chris Boucher as the Director of Hockey Analytics. Now, no, this is not Chris Boucher in the NBA. This is somebody else who happens to share the same name. If we go over to the Montreal Canadiens website, and we see what they have to say over here. Let's align the screen properly just so you can get a better view. There you go. Chris Boucher appointed the Director of Hockey Analytics for the Habs. He had spent the last 2 seasons with the Sharks as a professional scout, and you can see from his time before San Jose, he was the main dude for SportLogic, which is a hockey analytic tracking website. They also track other sports and analytics as well for a lot of intricate little details over there. So it's a really nice tool that a lot of people use. I personally am not too versed in SportLogic in the website, but when it comes to Boucher, he is the guy that was kind of the contributor at the helm over here. So you can go over back to the Canadiens website. Montreal Canadiens GM Kent Hughes announced on Friday the appointment of Boucher as Director of Hockey Analytics. He becomes the first person to hold this position in Canadiens history. Now that in itself is probably one of the bigger things that I think has significant importance with the Canadiens. The fact that they've never had somebody in their organization that can just be the analytics guy. Just the plain old, here are the numbers, here are the charts, this is what they mean, this is where our organization is heading down kind of guy. It's a big shift in direction to fully acknowledge analytics and to bring in somebody like Boucher who knows what he's talking about when it comes to those analytics. Boucher spent the past 2 seasons with the Sharks organization as a pro scout. By the way, if you want to go out there and talk about a team that's got some pretty good prospects in the system, I'd say San Jose is a good bet to go for. He previously worked for the sports analytics company SportLogic. We are very happy to add Chris Boucher to our team, said Hughes. Chris is an industry-proven hockey analytics specialist. We recognize the importance of analytics in today's NHL and believe that Chris is the right person to lead this department. Among his duties, Boucher will assist management and the coaching staff by providing relevant statistical data to help them evaluate players and make strategic decisions. So when it comes to Boucher, Marty St. Louis, it looks like these guys are going to start collabing a little bit here and there. Okay, we notice that X player does extraordinarily well when he dumps the puck in and chases it himself. We notice that Y player plays very good on the boards and he centers the puck very nicely. We notice that this other guy over here sends a lot of passes into the slot, and you know, things like that can be tracked. Things like those are quantified in today's NHL when you look at hockey analytics. It wasn't like that 10 years ago. Wasn't like that 20 years ago. So for guys that are at the helm of bringing that information to the spotlight, like Boucher has been for the past few years, this is a really, really good hire, and it's one that I think the Canadiens can benefit from tenfold by the time Boucher has a few years under his belt and he's really familiar with the Canadiens and the system they're trying to run. Let's go back over onto SportLogic.com because there is indeed a little write-up as to what Boucher has been able to accomplish with this website over here. Boucher is a data analyst and director of hockey analytics and services at SportLogic. He has worked as an NHL team consultant for 7 years and has over 2 decades of experience in hockey analytics and microstats. He is the creator of the first ever complete and binary NHL microstat tracking system and the creator of the microstat definitions used by 24 NHL teams. He is recognized as a leader by the NHL thanks to his ability to transform microstats into actionable data for coaches and players in a way that is easy to digest. Man, that sounds amazing. Chris hopes to bring more insight to the panel discussion about how data is currently being communicated and consumed within the NHL at both the management and coaching levels. He'll be able to evaluate the discussion with his deep data knowledge and unique perspective on hockey analytics. Now, if you're a fan of Habs Eye on the Prize, you probably have seen Boucher's work because he has published articles on that medium as well. So this is a guy that was there in the Montreal scene, writing stuff up about Montreal and doing his thing for SportLogic. He got hired by the Sharks, was a scout for that team, using his analytics to track which prospects, etc. had good data, and now he is back in Montreal as the director of hockey analytics. And if I haven't done my piece here in convincing you why this is a good hire, hire, I don't know what's going to go out there and convince you. Let me know in the comments all your thoughts about this hire. I really do think this is an underrated move, and even though it's just another executive, some guy with a suit, getting added onto the Canadiens, this is a really, really beneficial add that I think can help them out over the next few years. So talk to me in the comments all your thoughts about Chris Boucher, NBA star, Toronto Raptors, I believe. Is that correct? Somebody has to go out there in the comments and let me know, because I really don't know my NBA. Yeah, it's kind of a shame, isn't it? But let me know your thoughts in the comments about Boucher heading over to the Canadiens. I hope you enjoyed this British 99. And bye.